The Haunted History of Disney's Haunted Mansions by Fantasy and Science Fiction and Storynory. Few attractions have cast a spell on visitors, quite like Disney's Haunted Mansion, a perfect blend of chills, charm, and clever storytelling that's been inviting foolish mortals to inside since the late 1960s. But behind the cobwebs, candlelight, and ballroom ghosts lies a fascinatingly eerie history that's every bit as haunted as the mansion itself. A dream and nightmare in the making. When Walt Disney first envisioned the Haunted Mansion house attraction for Disneyland in the 1950s, he didn't want something cheap or grotesque. He wanted a classy haunt, a ghost story with heart. Originally, the idea was for guests to walk through a decrepit mansion on the outskirts of Main Street, USA, encountering spirits along the way, but Imagineers couldn't agree on the tone. Should it be terrifying or tongue-in-cheek? One designer, Ken Anderson, leaned towards Gothic horror. Others, like Raleigh Crump and Yale Gracie, leaned into illusions and gags. After Walt's death in 1966, the debate only grew more ghostly until it was decided that the mansion would be both scary but safe. The result? A perfect blend of macabre and mirth. Haunted house that manages to spook and delight in equal measure. The 999 Happy Haunts. Inside, guests encounter a graveyard of iconic spirits, including the Hatbox ghost, the hitchhiking ghost, and Madame Leota, a medium whose head floats internally in a crystal ball. Each ghost has a story, and Disney fans have spent decades uncovering the lore behind them. For example, the Hatbox Ghost. The fan favorite disappeared shortly after the mansion opened in 1969 due to lighting issues and didn't reappear until 2015. After decades of myth and speculation, Madame Leota was modeled after Disney Imagineer Leota Toombs, who led her both her likeness and name to the role. And those hitchhiking ghosts, they've been filming rides into pop culture ever since, appearing in video games, comic books, and even cameoing in other Disney rides. Real ghosts in the mansion? Every good ghost story needs a touch of real-life mystery, and the Haunted Mansion has plenty. Park employees have long whispered about real supernatural activity. Some claim to have seen a small boy crying near the exit, a ghost reportedly linked to a child whose ashes were illegally scattered inside the ride. Others tell of mysterious shadows, cold spots, and objects moving on their own in maintenance areas. In fact, ash scattering has become so common that Disney reportedly has a code for it: HEPA cleanup, referring to the vacuum filters used to remove cremated remains. Whether true or not, the idea alone is enough to send shivers down your spine. Haunted mansions around the world. The mansion's spectral success spawned versions in Disney parks around the globe, each with its own unique lore. Phantom Manor in Disneyland Paris takes a darker, more tragic tone, blending Western aesthetics with Gothic horror. Mystic Manor, Hong Kong Disneyland, replaces ghosts with enchanted artifacts and mischievous spirits, reflecting local cultural taboos about the afterlife. The Haunted Mansion, Tokyo Disneyland, mirrors the original but features subtle differences in sound design and ghost effects that make it distinctly eerie. Each one is a cultural echo, proof that the supernatural is universal, even when the stories change. The mansion's enduring magic. The true brilliance of Disney's Haunted Mansion lies in its balance of fear and fun. It's never about gore or jump scares. It's about the mystery, the illusion, and the feeling that something unseen is always watching. With every flicker of the candlelight and every organ note echoing through the halls, the mansion reminds us that death, like a good story, doesn't have to be the end. So the next time you step into that stretching room and hear the ghost host ask if you care to join the 999 Happy Haunts, just remember, there's always room for one more. Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fans, lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Storynory, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Storynory today. Your next thrilling adventure awaits. Right, hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.